Hello. Landy will probably be in Oakfield. It will probably be on Oakfield. He said that Marrow and Oakfield are basically the two maps that he needs right now. This is the map that I needed. Ooh. 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 If you can't tell, I'm using... Ooh. Yep. That's just... Yeah, that's the thing. If you can't tell, I am a very happy bunny that that I've got my small boy map. My small boy map has arrived. I get to use my small boys and the armor track. Hey, Welsh. I can't remember what... Am I on the old version of Meadow? I'm on the old version of Meadowgrove. How did this happen? Hang on a second. Hang on a second. What the hell? I downloaded Meadowgrove. How am I... What? Oh, for... Hang on. Hang on. I know what's gone wrong. I know what's... I know what's gone wrong. I can see what's gone wrong. Bear with. Bear with. That makes sense. Can I rename you, please? Ah! No, not that much. Okay. There was a minor problem. Is the audio lagged? I don't know how you're able to tell that. Okay, okay. Okay, let's start over here. Let's start over here. Oh my god. It's changed enough about the map that it's no longer registering as being the same map, so I have to reselect all of my mods. Let's get that. You can see what mods I'm putting in right now. That, not that, no, not that. Put that in for funsies, that. Just in case you guys thought that I didn't actually have many mods. No, I've got quite a few. I just selectively choose them. Actually, that one's crap. That for my own sanity. Meadowgrove's all pre-selected. And I think that's everything. I've probably forgotten something, but let's get into it. Can I not select all mods? I could select all, but I don't want to select all. I only want a specific set. I have... I do have man milk selected, yes. Okay, that was quite loud. Yes, yes, yes. And unfortunately, I have to repeat some setup, which is a bit frustrating. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. And you. And you. And you. And you. And you. And you because you're buggy. What do I think of Shadow Gaming? I have no idea who or what Shadow Gaming is. Yeah, let's get the truck. Now, I wanted to have some stripes. Let's make it a very German truck. Because I want to get... Finally. I know, I'm sorry. Is Meadow on console? Not at the moment, but I believe the plan is for it to be on console. Change it to red. Change that to yellow. Less yellow. Less yellow. Perfect. What else will I need? I'll need plow. Let's get a 6 plows. Not 6 furrows, 6 plows. I've got a cultivator. I'll need a mower. There's only one more I'm going to choose, and that's 50k as beauty. Windrower, got one. Baler, I'm going to have to go with a round baler here. So let's get the coon again, because I really like the coon. And let's get... correct foil color. And yeah, that makes sense actually. Let's get that. Forgot a bale trailer. If I want to look up Shadow Gaming, I probably won't because I'm not really interested in like finding it 1,000,001 new channels. I've already got enough subscriptions. No some more by Deutz Baler? No, oh, I should have got that. I didn't download that. I'm gonna need something for fertilizer. I'm gonna need a sprayer as well, actually. Nuts! I sold the sprayer that I would have used. Let's get the ZAU with the 1501 extension. And for sprayers, yeah, little Hardy is probably the best one there. There we go. Hey Zach, now we're ready. Now we're ready to actually farm. It's basically like cloud gaming. I have no idea. Oh, the cloud game. Oh, is that Google's thing that you need like 50 megs of internet to use? The one that only like 6 people worldwide will actually be able to make use of. Excuse me, harvester? Oh, I see what's stuck. It's the little thingy on the back. Hey, Oxy. Congrats on finally getting Oakfield released. I'm not on it because Nathan actually managed to get Meadowgrove onto the mod hub as well. And I wanted an excuse to use me small tractors. I've been collecting them secretly for quite a while. Is Field 24... do any of the fields have crops? Have I just wasted me bloomin' time getting the harvester out? I've wasted me bloomin' time getting the harvester out. There's no crops in any of the fields. Right, Armatrack, come to my aid. Yeah, you and Nathan have conspired to kill giant servers. There's some sort of odd justice going on there. And Pa with the €5, because why not? Thank you very much, Pa. Let's just be. I don't know why I thought LB or LB and B would be the command, but it's not. So the shop is... Why are none of the fid... Oh. So turn them off in the last stream. Yeah, shop's exactly what it was in 17. Hey Nathan, be glad I'm putting your map ahead of Oxy's today. the rare Nathan map getting put ahead of Oxy map. Because I've been looking forward to Meadow Grove and I've been saying that I would play it. Yeah, Giant... Me and Landy have been saying this for a while, the game needed more maps. Especially more UK maps, because the UK community has been screeching for new maps. So I'm so glad that it, you know, it ended up like buses where we wanted one and two came at once. Servers are broken. That happens when everybody tries to download something at once, honestly. I got Meadow Grove downloaded and I was a bit lucky. Thought you'd watch a bit of YouTube before Oakfield? Yeah, the console guys are delighted with Oakfield for console. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to set this off on courseplay. I know that I love the armor track, but I don't want you guys to be sitting through a stream of me trying to plow fields. Because I know better than that. Especially with the small boy. Oh, this actually fits perfectly. Oh, I love this. I love this plow now. It's a tad heavy on the back of the armor track. It's not happy. Now the ones are going to move towards seasons. I mean, my ones have been with seasons for a while, so... It's up to you guys whether you decide you want seasons now all of a sudden. It's a big plow. It's only 6 furrows. Sorry, 6 plows. According to the shop. It's not huge. That about slot count. Oh, is the slot count on console for Oakfield actually reasonably good? Yes, 6 plows. Look, I can show you. Where's plows? Go to the end. 4 plows, 5 plows, or 6 plows? I've got the 6 plows plow. The slot count is something that none of us really know about who are on PC. Like, Oxy has no clue how it works. Did you get the biggest in-game plow? No. That would go against what I want to do with this map, which is just have it be the home for my small boys. Been waiting for a small map. And Meadow Grove, while a reasonably sized map in its own right, is really well suited to small equipment. Really well suited to getting the small boys out. Fit the armor track perfectly? Yes, I told Nathan that the day that I tried it out first time. And that's why it has the armor track as default equipment. For the armor track, a 4 plow would be better. I mean, yeah, but that's not a 6 plow. Also, I'm not going to manually do this. Field work. Field 20. Auto set. Set at 1.3. Headland will do 5 after the fact. Smooth bypass will do 6 headlands. Oxy with those promises. The more plows on your plow, the better plows. Exactly. Come on, I've got the Bison, the small boy. Ox is relieved that he can be done with Oakfield. I think Nathan's still got some work to do here. Because last I heard it failed console tests. You're motivated again. Yeah, I can't blame you for getting a bit demotivated with it failing for all of the reasons and none of them at the same time. Let's get a small boy. Oh, we have to get Fat Betty. I mean, we just have to. We gotta get Fat Bertha. Why did I call her Fat Betty? Fat Bertha! We'll put a big old engine in her. Don't want a front loader attacher. Come here, Fat Bertha. Hey, Bill. Long time, dude. Is that all attached? I think that's all attached. Come on, Fat Bertha. We bought the exact same tractor at the exact same time. What, right down to the Fat Bertha wheels? I mean, there are some things you just have to do with this tractor, and Fat Bertha is one of them. I'd best check the settings of this map real quick. Planned witherings off, flying requires on, periodic plow can go on. Crop destruction can go off. Yeah, these are flotations, Hedgehog. They're not supposed to be used for generic field work, but they look so hilarious on this tractor that they just have to be. Is it out yet? Is this map out? PC only, yes. Oakfield is out PC and console. I think Meadow is out PC only. Nathan can correct me if I'm wrong there. Oxy, I think you may have awoken the farm sim community. I think you might have woken a few people up. Yeah, Meadowgrove's PC and Mac for now. It did have some console fails, but Nathan just wanted it out. These tires would be great for an umbilical system. These tires would be great for floating. I mean, you could probably drive across the Atlantic with these tires. Oxy's crash servers, nothing new there then. Do I know when Oakfield is out? Ryan. Gonna ask you to do something. It's very, very serious. Right? What you need to do is, if you're on console, turn on your console, go to the mod menu, push down the left thumbstick so that you can see all mods, and then download Oakfield. If you're on PC, go to the website and download Oakfield. It's out. PC and console. Meadowgrove is PC only for now. They released it by surprise. GG Nathan and Giants. That show mods is the silliest thing ever. I get why it's there, but it's like that should be the default. Why? I'm clearly after forgetting something here. Apparently the PTO wasn't attached. Meadowgrove, yeah, for console, when Nathan manages to get it to pass console testing. He's only managed to get the map to pass PC testing for now. It will be... or he plans to get it out on console. I don't know if he's going to give up or not. Yeah, guys, if you're on Oakfield, you want to use the farm, only use New Farmer. It's just going to be, I think, a kind of an unwritten rule for all UK maps. If you want the actual farmyards, you need to be on New Farmer. Start from scratch will not work. And if you want to do start from scratch on New Farmer, what you do is just set everything off and you're on PC, edit the XMLs or just cheat money or something. If you're on console, just buy and sell stuff until you get like whatever amount of money you want to start with. And you can sell, I think, all the fields on Oakfield if you really, really want to. I think the yard on Oakfield, Oxy can correct me if I'm wrong here, the yard on Oakfield is separate from all the fields. So you can do start from scratch on new farmer mode, just by using some technically cheats. You can cheat it into start from scratch on new farmer. Why? Because Oxy wants people to have the option of using the yard or having the start from scratch stuff. Personally, I'm never going to go without the yard on an Oxy map. I might cheat it into start from scratch. I might force a start from scratch out of new farmer on an Oxy map at some point and get rid of all the fields and do that, but I'm never gonna not have the yard. That is just my unwritten rule, is an Oxygen David map has to have the yard. Because there's no way in hell am I able to build one as good as Oxy can. It is a downside, Stu, yeah. I like the difficulty levels idea, but it is a failure. Like, there should be an intermediate difficulty we still have, like, no equipment but a yard. That's still the plan, Ian. Nathan was actually under the impression that Giants weren't going to release the map today. Until they released the map today. Imagine Shamrock without the yards. Imagine... Like, you think of your favourite maps from previous farm sims. Imagine them without the yard. Like... That's... something that you should never really need to think about. There should be an intermediate difficulty that gives you the start from scratch thing. And the start from scratch ideas behind it, but with a yard. You know, start from yard. Or something. With a pre-placed yard and stuff. True, Stu, but there are limitations to what is possible. I know there's a Place Anywhere mod, which I really do need to download, I think. But even with that, there's going to be limitations on how close you can get stuff together. This map is out for PC and Mac only. Giants kind of gazumped Nathan. He was under the impression it wouldn't be released until past console testing. It came out today for PC and Mac only. He is going to work on the console version still, so there will hopefully, fingers crossed, be a console version of Meadow Grove upcoming. It's just not out today, not out at the moment, and you're gonna have to be a bit more patient if you're on console for Meadow Grove. I mean, if you're on console and you really want Meadow Grove, I mean, you can always kind of go to your fallback plan, which is probably gonna be Oakfield. Yeah, that's it, Jeremy. Like, there's no way to get things placed the same way you can in GE. The in-game placeable system is always going to have limitations. GE doesn't. You can place sheds inside of sheds if you really want to, and that's how a lot of the more funky-looking houses on maps got built. There's just houses inside of houses that make up one super house that looks really cool. You're a very happy man you got Oakfield? I'm honestly happy that I can play on Meadow Grove. I'm with you there, Bill. The placeable system needs refinement. Big time. It's far from perfect. It needs a lot of work. The terraforming system is a nice sticking plaster, but it's not a fix. The thing about build your own farm, and I'm going to look at it from both sides here, is it's a good idea done badly. It's like, they saw that placeables were really becoming the heart of the game in 17, and maps had started kind of having placeable areas as just a default thing. You know, every mod map that came out had a placeable area, and people were kind of confused when a map didn't. And Giants thought that it was a really good idea to expand on that by making everything placeable, which was I would argue a bad move. Like, expanding the placeable system, good move. Placeable animals and the ability to have multiple, well, not necessarily placeable animals, but the ability to have multiple animal pastures, great move. Lots of people have been calling out for that for years. Making everything placeable was a terrible idea. But I consider 19 a bit of a failure. I would consider 19... I still firmly believe 19 is good. Like, I'm enjoying it. Yeah, that's I think the crux of the issue is that they brought in ideas that were intended, I think, to allow everybody to customize infinitely, but all it did was restrict map makers. 19 on release was, yeah, a mess. You love Massey 399 for console? I mean, that's possible if somebody makes one, Ryan. 19 looks better, 17 sounds better. I'm with you there to an extent, Jeremy. I think 19 with... especially with the lighting tweaks Oxy did, looks amazing. Like, if you were to tweak the lighting system a bit and just get the light to not be as harsh, which really is the big issue with the lighting system. It can look stunning, but the lighting system on base game maps is bad. It is. It just washes everything out, and everything just looks very pale. Yeah, I think everybody is. Oh, please allow that message. Bill! Oh no! Oh, Jim Bob, you don't know. You don't know, Bill. Feel free to respond to that. Woo. I think really to have a real farm series, you have to be entertaining. I think there's a lot of people who watch it for sure, but there's also a lot of people who find it incredibly boring. Trying to annoy Landy and sim or something, and my phone is not connected to the Wi-Fi, so it's not sending on Facebook. God dang it, phone! Oh, the trolling will never end on my end. Seriously, why is my phone not wanting to send that? Hello? Is it just gonna sit there forever? No, when you can't get hold of Landy, it means that he's probably eating something. Or gone fishing. One of the two. It's the same when you can't get hold of me. I'm probably eating. I'm probably either eating or asleep. They're the two. Danny boy, do I remember you? No, but I've got the memory of a particularly forgetful goldfish. So it's hardly surprising that I don't remember people. What about eating while fishing? I mean, he probably does that too. Oh, please release Chellington 19 and just have Landy Kid stickers everywhere. Just send it to Landy and say you got something for him to test. And just like name it super secret new map dot zip. He opens it, there's just Chellington with Landy stickers everywhere. Yeah, guys, don't try and force modders into modding. They do it because they want to, not because they have to. You know, as much as it would be awesome to have another Bullet Bill map, don't. Excuse me, could you fold properly? There we go. Don't try and force them. Yeah, FS19, the way that maps get built has annoyed a lot of people. A lot of modders, and there's a lot of discontent in the mapping community. And, you know, I'm not going to defend Giants for causing that. I'll defend Giants when I feel like they deserve defense, but yeah, that's not something I can really defend Giants for, because it's something that didn't need to be caused. No, don't fold! Don't fold. There. Bullet Bill's the kind of guy that's never going to quit modding. He might drop out of modding publicly and modding for the newest games, but the passion will not die. As much as a lot of people, myself included, will criticize him for maybe some stuff that he says, and you know, being I've gone the wrong way. Maybe being a public figure, you open yourself up to that. It's just a fact of life. But the passion is there, and the disagreements happen. It's very rarely personal when those disagreements happen. Shamrock Valley be coming to console. I will be shouting at Oxy if it does not. Because console players deserve Shamrock Valley. 100%. And it's really frustrating that just the timing of it all in 17 meant Shamrock never came to console. Like, that's... The long and the short of it is, the time ran out and it never made it to console in 17. Is Meadow out PC only for now, Elvinus? Giants kind of gazumped Nathan a small bit. and surprised him with this release. He was actually anticipating it not being released until the console version had passed, but Giants kind of surprised him and everybody by releasing Meadow today out of nowhere. So if you're on PC and you want to play some Meadow, you want to get the small boys out like I've done, by all means get your small boys. Why am I going over here? The tether's at the yard. Send it to me, marked as Shamrock. I mean, I don't hate Chellington nearly as much as Landy does. That wouldn't troll me half as much as it would troll Landy. Because Oxy would just get a bunch of pictures back of me putting Big Bud on top of random buildings. As much as he would love to troll me by doing that, he knows that I can troll back just as easily. I would send him pictures of Big Bud on top of every building in the yard. Whereas Landy would just swear at him. Thinking of getting the Bison Combine in Meadow Grove. Good news, Elvinus. You don't need to get it on Meadow Grove. It is the starter combine. So your starter vehicles are a Case Maxim, a Armatrack, and the little Bison Harvester. So if you were thinking about getting the Bison, you already have it. If you're thinking about getting the Armatrack, because this is a map that would really suit it, quite honestly, you already have it. There we go. I was testing the integrity of the roof. Also how big the actual shop area was, because I wasn't entirely sure if it was possible. No wires, good. Up you come. Yeah, this is the Big Bertha version of the Deutz Series 4. Because the Trelleborg tires, you can inexplicably get the Giganto tires. And they look ridiculous, and somehow make this... You never know what Giants are going to fail something on. I mean, it's part of the reason that I now take it upon myself to run around Oxy maps and just check that everything is actually on the ground. I'm not going to go in the correct entrance this time. What's the armor track? Not you, not you, you! This boy, the small boy tractor, the one that's largely useless on base game maps, is number one of my favorite tractors, and a tractor that fits so well on this app. I maybe should have increased the working width. It's doing an entire row just to plow a furrow. Oh well. No classics? Not at the moment. I've gone for kind of modern classics. With how I wanted to set Meadow Grove up. With the exception, obviously, of the Bison. I wanted to set Meadow Grove up, at the very least, with tractors that could do all the jobs that I'd need them to do, so I've kind of gone for around about 100 horsepower. I can definitely get some older tractors if I feel they're worthwhile, and I do have the Gildner ready to go if I decide I want it. I might actually use that as a front loader tractor. But for now I don't have any like proper olds. Basically a Sammy. It's not a Sammy, it's a different brand, but it is very similar to a Sammy. Armatrack is a Turkish brand, and they basically make budget tractors, like very, very cheap but well-made tractors. Game Boy 3500 Let's Play, can't wait for Modern Classics and Seasons. I don't know if Modern Classics will come back fully, but I want more older tractors, more small stuff. Like, that is my absolute jam in this game, is playing on small to medium maps with small tractors and small equipment. That is so good, so fun. Their portrait as well. I do have the portraits downloaded, I think, and they should be active. Hey, sorry, Rizzo. This is a small machines map. This is a small boy map. It looks huge. You know, it's a medium-sized map, but look at the size of the fields. You know, it's not even a full 2x. It's not even a full canvas, and it's got 80 odd fields. You know, they're all small fields. It is a map that definitely suits you starting off with really small stuff. Isn't there a Modern Classics on the mod contest? Is there? If there is, then I'm really looking forward to that area of it. And I'm hoping the quality is high. I can't remember, Game Boy, honestly. I'm also hoping... Don't recommend Big Butt. No, Big Butt probably wouldn't be a good fit for this map. Hello, you saw... It's out on PC, yeah. When's the mod contest? Closing date is July 6th. Do I know when this is out for consoles? Nathan actually needs to do some fixes to it, Rizzo, and he's kind of working on and off at those. So it'll be out once he can get it to pass console testing. To be very blunt. Is there a list for mod contest entries? No, there won't be. They'll just be put straight up on the mod hub, zero testing. Or minimal testing. They'll be tested to make sure they're not viruses. Is this an Oakfield out? Yes! Meadow Grove and Oakfield released today, and the servers have kind of caught fire. I did see before the stream people were complaining on the Discord that downloads were resetting and going back to zero and failing and then doing all sorts of weird stuff that we haven't really seen in 19, so servers are working again now. Yeah, I think it was just kind of a rush at 5 o'clock when people were back from school and work and stuff. Alex, no, you can get them downloaded for sure. Meadow Grove and Oakfield are out, exactly. This is a good day for the UK community, for the UK and Ireland community. I mean, we got two top-notch maps released today. We've got two fantastic maps. And I don't think we'll have another day like it for the remainder of 19. Require you to be home to access FS90. I mean, yeah, true. I take it you play on console, Alex, because you can always download the mods to a thumb drive or something. Do I know any modders that can bring Land Rover to consoles but change it to Lizard? Giants wouldn't allow that, Rizzo. There have been issues in the past with people rebranding stuff to Lizard, where the original manufacturer has, shall we say, complained and been a bit vocal about it, and Giants have had to remove mods from the mod hub, so the odds are you wouldn't be allowed to make a Land Rover, rebranded Lizard, and get it onto the mod hub. If you want to play with a Land Rover, your best bet is PC. On PC, but you're currently very limited speeds. Ah, fair enough. Was it VF that did Land Rover? He tweaked somebody else's Land Rover. He didn't actually make one. Party sprayer got removed? What? Is it possible for Meadow Grove to come to console? Absolutely. Nathan just needs to work on some fixes the Giants have asked for. It has a few fails on the console side of things. No, don't unfold. It's twice I've done that now. What PC would be good to get? I'm not a PC expert. Fixed and is back with Giants. There we go. Word from the man who makes 6,930 versions of a map himself. Before anybody thinks that I'm just making fun of Nathan for the sake of it, he knows why I'm... Alright, before anybody thinks I'm being mean to Nathan, he knows it's just fun. Spray removed and man milk truck arrives. Yeah, licensing is very important, and unfortunately there are some vehicles that you will just not see on console. Gaming Guitar Guy and James McMahon, hello. These are really white tires. Yes, this is Fat Bertha. This is Fat Bertha the Babby Doits. Didn't recognize it, Steve? Yeah, it's just as good as it was in 17, frankly. Actually, probably a bit better. Nathan's put a lot of hard work into the map. Why are different vehicle licenses different between console and PC? They're not necessarily different, it's just the way that things work on console. Giants actually need to have the licenses to put it on the mod hub. Whereas on PC, it's generally accepted that mods are a bit of a free-for-all. And companies don't tend to get as annoyed. I don't know why, but that's the case. It's the shape as well as the name, exactly. That's kind of the big issue with Land Rover. Yourself on console, find you're missing out on several mods that aren't on Giants Mod Hub. I don't find myself missing out on mods that aren't on the Mod Hub. I pretty much exclusively use the Mod Hub and, you know, GitHub and modders' Facebook pages, so sure, I get a couple extra mods that aren't on the mod hub, but in terms of the 1,000,001 dodgy sites that are out there, I don't miss using them at all. Do I know if the service vehicle will come to console? It depends on how that works, Rizzo. If... Is Oakfield out? Yep. I said yesterday to be out within 24 hours. I told you guys yesterday. If the service vehicle is using only base game stuff, then it can totally come to console. If there's a script, which I think there is, that allows it to be a mobile repair shop, basically, then no, it cannot come to console. The limiting factor there would be a script, because it is just the Giants... It's the newer of the two Giants pickups, and some stuff on the back, some triggers. But I don't know exactly how those triggers function. I've not looked at it in detail. So in terms of console, some of a workshop means scripts. Not necessarily, but more than likely, yes. Yes. More than likely, if it's a mobile workshop, then it has scripts. Are there any of the other mobile workshops on console, like the service trailers? See, that's the operative question, Jeremy. Is there something similar to it on console already? Because if there is... there's a mobile toolbox on FS17 on console. Yeah. I do remember that. But the way things work, you know, things have been tweaked slightly in 19, so that might not be possible anymore. But really the question when it comes to service vehicles and service trailers is there one on console already? Because if there is, then it means there's no scripts that define that stuff. If there isn't, there's likely a script. The service trailer was PC Mac only. That hints at there being a script then. In fact, I'm fairly sure that the modder said that there... Oh yeah, the modder said there was a script in it. The portable service trigger is a script. So that service truck probably won't be able to make it to console unless Giants implement the portable service area script into the game. Which they could do, but, you know, it's up to them. I can see them implementing a few scripts at once when Seasons comes out. Meadow Giants, yeah, I kind of wish the pits would still be here and stuff. You watching one of the FS15 videos the other day? It was very funny and entertaining. Was it by any chance one of the multiplayers on Naveswell? Because that is by far the most popular series I've done on the channel. And it's probably not going to happen again. I could definitely get a bigger wind roar. Yeah, but I kind of like using this one. I don't get many chances to use the single rotors. And if I'm using small equipment only, then it kind of stands as a logical extension that I can use a small windrower. Yeah, there's limits on what's possible with map tweaks to suit 19. And I kind of wish there was like more of a focus put on the changes for 19 to make things easier for mappers. Like, from what I've been hearing and what I've been seeing, things have just been made more difficult for map makers, which is resulting in some of the old guard, like Bullet Bill, deciding that it's not worth their time working on 19. And with the level of complication there is in making maps now, it means that less people are going to be likely to learn, because they'll just see this massive pile of things they need to learn, and it's going to be a bit more awkward to get new people to start. But at the end of the day, map making is just an exercise in patience. You don't particularly need to be skilled to do it. You do obviously need to be skilled in the, you know, you gotta learn over time what a good yard will look like, but you can do that via Google Maps very easily, or looking at your favorite maps and kind of discerning what kind of designs you like. But by and large, maps are just an exercise in patience. Anybody can make a map. Anybody can make a map, and the more you know about map making, the better you are at it. It's an exercise in knowledge and patience. If you're willing to learn, you can be every bit as good as Oxygen David himself. It's just that the learning process is very difficult. Hey Aaron. James D, hello. I saw you were streaming earlier, dude. I was gonna pop in, but I had to do like a million well, I had to do like 6 things around the house, and I just kept sitting down being lazy in the middle of doing them. And I don't really have Twitch on my phone. If you guys are on Twitch, give James D Gaming a follow on there. He's a cool guy. Hopefully they make modding... The thing is, modding as a game progresses is always going to become more and more complicated. It's just that it there needs to be somebody who wants to make tutorials. Josh, hello! like that sometimes. I get like that most of the time. It's going good today, David. Sorry that I'm missing a few messages through the chat. It is moving a bit faster than I've become accustomed to, so I am missing a message here and there. I do apologize to having to use messages I'm not reading or replying to. Lancy, hello. How's it going, dude? I think the one thing that's missing from Farm Sim is somebody who's just this insane amount of knowledge, like Shy. I guess Shy fits the bill. Somebody who has this insane amount of knowledge and just learns things ridiculously quickly and puts out tutorials. Like, that's Shy Wizard in a nutshell. He's the guy that Farm Sim needed. And, it's thanks to Shy that a lot of the weird and wonderful things are happening to maps now. Inside 2K19 soon. Very nice. Is Meadow coming to console? Yes. Nathan's just working on some fixes for it. I think he might have already submitted the fixes. But, yeah, it's not perfect. The PC version is fine. It works, but there are some issues that are console specific that needs to get fixed and get approved by Giants before it can go on to console. If you're enjoying the stream, by the way, I haven't done a shill yet, so let's have a bit of a shill session real quick. If you're enjoying the stream, you can hit like and subscribe. I had sausages this morning, Jeremy, I'll have you know. You can, you can hit the like button, you can subscribe to the channel and see more from me. I'll be playing Meadow Grove fairly frequently, as well as Oakfield for the foreseeable. I also, on Mondays and Fridays, do flight sim streams, so tomorrow's going to be tomorrow's Friday, isn't it? What day is it today? Thursday, yeah, tomorrow is going to be a flight sim stream. I'm going to be flying a business jet down the west coast of Africa. Is the plan. Be the World Tour legs down to Cape Verde tomorrow. Shy doesn't get enough credit. Yeah, Shy really doesn't. Like, everybody relies on Shy to some extent now. And he just doesn't get the credit that he deserves. Because he just knows so much about the game. And does so much for modding. There's definitely a few maps that have come out since he started doing his tutorials that bluntly wouldn't exist without him. And some changes to how people mod that wouldn't have happened without Shy Wizard. Yeah, he is the guy the community needed to get more people into modding, get more people into map making, and really help. Because tomorrow is Friday. Thank you guys. I do tend to forget what day of the week it is. I've not seen your webplay yet, Lance. I've been very bad at keeping up to date with Farm Sim news. I've gone through a period where I've just kind of been a lot more interested in playing X-Plane. If it wasn't for Shy, maps wouldn't have progressed much within 17. Especially not until 19. He learns so much so quickly and... No, I won't stop. You've helped so many mappers, and working with you to figure out even some bizarre random stuff that is of no use whatsoever to anybody is a treat in itself, in a way. Field buy boards. Yeah, there's something that I kind of miss, but at the same time don't. Is this fully good? Well, it's up to speed, so I'm presuming there are no hydraulic lines to attach. Come on, Big Bertha, you got some bailing to do. The armor track is still plowing, by the way. I don't know if you spotted it while we were on the way down to the shop. That's still plowing away in field 20. We, on the other hand, have been up in field 18, dealing with that for some grass, because it was something to do. Basically, I'm not going to pretend like there was an ulterior motive there. It was something to do. I've missed my turn off. We can turn the turning vane here. There we go. Hey, VF. How's it going, dude? Oh, you just crashed your console. See, Aaron. It's awesome that something by Nathan made it to the mod hub. I hope we can get the console version out now. That's the next step for him. That's his next big milestone. Because if he can get the console version of Meadow Grove out, he can do anything he sets his mind to. Yeah, guys, if you're interested in learning about mapping, and it's mainly mapping, but some modding stuff as well, give Shy Wizard's channel a look, because I would say that he is the single best resource for somebody who wants to get into mapping now. He doesn't give you the from basic stuff, he does tend to cover a bit more advanced stuff. There are some basics. How big can the equipment go on this map? I mean, as big as you want, but I'm going to be keeping it fairly small, because the fields are all fairly small. I don't see the point in getting, like, the biggest of everything on a map this small. PTO's not attached. Shy is, I think, everybody's go one-stop shop for anything to do with mapping. He is just so good at figuring stuff out. I don't know where he gets the drive or the time to do it all, but he does. Where's Baby Bertha the Dice Baler? I didn't even think of that. I never even thought of getting the Deutz Baler. Because I was thinking, I've got enough Ram Balers. Spoken to Bill recently. Do you mean Bullet Bill, drum lover? Oakfield feels bigger than it did in 17. I think it's because of the way the physics have changed. Drum, you missed Bill. He was here earlier. He was in the stream earlier, dude. You actually missed him. You're AFK. Oh dear. This tractor puts out so much bass that it just overloads my headphones. If ever you're wondering why I'm zooming out from tractors, because these headphones have just seemingly a butt ton of bass turned on, and I don't know why. I need to figure out if I can turn that down a bit. On my end, but every time I turn on a tractor, the bass just deafens me. Great for music, though. Makes music sound so much better. Not so great for, like, flight sims where there's a ton of bass because, you know, engines. Is that the little Deutz? This is a little Series 4 in Big Bertha configuration, which is basically the wide Trelleborgs, which I don't know why the modder decided it needed flotation tires, but the modder decided it needed flotation tires. So it has flotation tires. which look ridiculous. And I love them. I'm not. I could complain about the flotation tires looking ridiculous, or I could enjoy the fact they look ridiculous and use them constantly for comedy value. I'll choose the comedy value. Thank you very much. Using the. Why are you not using Big Bertha gaming guitar guy? Also, comically, I was going to download the Alps map, but Meadow Grove released instead. I was like, Meadow Grove is a much better fit for what I want for the small tractors. There's no secret plans from Bullet Bill Drumroller. He isn't happy with how modding works in 19, so he's not going to do it. He said as much he said as much when he was here earlier. Silver, hello. Yes, you've got news to cover, dude. Just deciding which shed route to start to us on Oakfield. More news, can you sleep? It's 7 in the evening, Silver. Have you only just got out of bed? Roscoe, you fall into that trap as well. So my favourite and least favourite things about Oxy and Bale as well is that their map edges are so realistic that it's very difficult to figure out where the edge of the map actually is, and you end up walking into it. Or driving into it. Breaking news, Silver just got out of bed. Wouldn't surprise me somehow. Breaking news, Dave has got up early 2 days in a row now. That's the real shocking news. I've been up early 2 days in a row. So I'm in mild shock at my own behavior. Eventually, gaming guitar guy. It's the plan. Could I relate to the map in FS? What? Oh, you're talking VF. I'm enjoying also the little bale collection I've managed to make at the end of the field there. You get out of bed at 6 AM. That is too early. That is the work of a madman, Silver. I woke up at... well, I woke up at about 8 this morning, didn't get out of, I started watching YouTube videos, so I didn't get out of bed until like 10. 10, 11 o'clock. I'm gonna cook myself up some sausages. Cook myself up some sausages. Had them... did something else that I've forgotten. Need to get outside more? Yeah, I could say the same about myself, Silver. That windstorm, I can do that very easily. I was watching like Game of Thrones fan theories and stuff. I've suddenly become addicted to watching Game of Thrones fan theories, and I'm not entirely sure what, or Game of Thrones fan theories, and I'm really not sure why. Little bat, yes, Roscoe. That is the single, like that is my single favorite thing about Oakfield is the tiny little detail of the little path beside the slurry pit. I watch probably 4 or 5 hours of YouTube a day. Usually while I'm doing other things, just as background noise. I'll watch a decent bit of Twitch as well if one of the streamers I like is on. Especially when it's a flight sim streamer. Like, annoyingly, I actually... This really frustrates me. Some of my favorite flight sim streamers, my streams directly conflict with. So I can't watch them because I'm busy streaming myself. Namely Chewy. Like, I really enjoy watching his streams, but I'm always streaming at the same time. And that's mildly annoying. 80 watching, 40 likes in. Yeah, if you're enjoying the stream, guys, you can hit the like button, you can subscribe, you can hit the notification bell, you can join the Discord, you can do all of the things. If you really wish. You can even potentially dance. Do the safety dance. Right, I do need to get myself a front loader now. 5 and a bit hours today so far. I've watched a decent bit so far today. You can even talk about food. That is the default topic of conversation on this damn channel is food. Who'd have thunk it? A fat guy talking about food. Who would have thought a fat man on YouTube would occasionally talk about food? Courseplay, what are you doing to that corner? Drum, I don't think he was happy with how Oakfield was in 17 and whatnot. He wanted to give it a complete rework. Because it was an old, it was a map that was based originally in 13, just had been converted up. And there comes a time when maps do need to either just be left to die or be straight up rebuilt from the ground up. And Bullet Bill figured that 19 was the time to either let Cobra die or be rebuilt from the ground up. Those were the two options he had in his head. See you, gaming guitar guy. So, I'm gonna need to grab... The bass in this song is amazing! Oh my god, these headphones are really bringing out the... Excuse me, could you... Come on, B. I just want to get the hydraulics attached. Could you kindly attach the hydraulics? Thank you! You can only respect his decision. Absolutely. You know, he's the guy who made the map. You're listening to main mic, Big Blue Yeti. I'm listening to headset mic, believe it or not, so that I can hear myself speak. This headset's about €50. You can get it. I got it for €50. You can get it 30 to 50 pounds sterling. I'd recommend it if you're looking for a headset with a mic that's a reasonable price and good quality. Why does a bale trailer need hydraulics? For the brakes, AS Farming. The hydraulics on the bale trailer are for the brakes. Basically, so that... Why do I like to hear myself speak? I don't. But it's more a case of knowing that I'm not going way over the top and screeching the whole time. Because if I'm talking at a level where I can hear myself through my headphones, it means that I'm talking at a level that's going to be picked up by the Yeti and not going to ruin my voice. So that's why I'm using headset mic, to listen to my own voice. Not because I like it, it's because it's actually a really, really simple idea. And a simple method by which I can gauge sound quality and you know, how loud I need to speak. I missed the gate, so I'm just going through the hedge. Now I need to find somewhere to park in this field. Ah, this area is relatively flat. This'll do. Right, front loader is now required, so let's grab... can I put a front loader on this? Yes. Oh. Oh, hello. Beacon. Oh, beacons. It looks really nice and green. Then the narrow twin wheels are so tiny. Let's put standard wheels on. Buy that. And we're gonna need to buy front loader console. Like when bands use in-ear monitors? Yeah, what's the headset again? Logitech G430. Let's just get it in that color there. Get a bail spike. There we go. Manual attach. I'm enjoying the adorable tiny front wheels on this, by the way. Like, the teeny tiny front wheels on the Fortrit are adorable. Let's go! With the wheelbarrow wheels on the front. And the teeny tiny wheels on the back. And the amazingly tight turning circle, holy cow. That's the biggest equipment you can get away with on here? I'd say 6 meters. 6-7 meters would probably be the biggest you'd be wanting. To fit around the map comfortably and, like, get the fields done, but not done in one pass. You'd be kind of aiming at 6 meters as a top out. Maybe 9 at a push. If you've got, like, most of the map by that point. Look how this Fortune looks. It's adorably ugly. I'm not going to pretend it's the prettiest tractor I've ever seen. It's ugly. It's really ugly. But it's ugly in that way that actually looks nice. Like, it's a really utilitarian kind of ugly beast. Because it's just got a gigantic engine in it. It's got a pointlessly huge engine bay. And a small everything else. Looks like something you'd see in the UK. Not sure if that's sarcastic or not. Bugly. Yeah. Woo. Front loader is fast. Okay, nice to know. Need this map on console, reminds you of home. Shout at Nathan, Jim Bob. He is working on the console version. So he's gonna try, but there's never really a guarantee. I try to, Hodge, for the most part, but there's sometimes that I just feel like a specific vehicle would fit the map rather than the area the map's based on. And this is one of these times where I just feel like this tractor fits the size and the feel of the map, not necessarily the real life or a real life area that it would be based on. Shout at Giants. No, shout at Nathan. Complain to Nathan. Only ever complain to Nathan. It's all Nathan's fault. Nathan is who you should shout at. There is nobody else at fault here. Just like the countryside in Tyrone. It's like the countryside in, I would say, most of Ireland and the UK is just a butt ton of tiny fields. I'm enjoying, by the way, how the front tires, the front wheels don't seem to be getting dirty at all. Oakfield takes the mic to download. Giant servers are having issues today, Bradley. Just give it time. They'll figure out that they're supposed to be download servers eventually. I don't think they've seen this much work in a little while. Do you know this tractor actually works really well as a front loader? Ford would look nice on this map. It would, I think. It's not something I'm probably going to throw on this map because I don't. Number one, I don't have any Ford mods, and number two, I'm kind of happy with the mix that I've got right now. Is it true the farming community has been in a bad place? I would say yes. I would say there's been trouble with the community for a while with 19. It wasn't received well, so people gave up straight away. Download yours from the Fire Emblem website. That's where I downloaded Meadow from. And I'd say by like the community at large, not just your community, VF, but the community at large, I would say has been in a bad place where there's been a lot of pointless bickering and arguing about stuff. And, you know, FS19 wasn't received well, and sure, Giants made mistakes, but I think that things are improving again. Don't think there's any point in pretending there was never any problem to begin with the farms community, because there's always a base level of people just angry at life, that no matter what people like, they'll hate it, regardless of whether it's good or bad. Everybody makes mistakes. Giants aren't just a bunch of robots that make one game and they're robotically perfect at it. You know, there's gonna be mistakes made. They're human. Let them make those mistakes, let them learn. So yeah, sometimes I'd say any more than normal. I've seen a bit more than normal. Like people who I would have. You're gonna go and watch Landy soon. I don't think Landy's gonna be angry today. I think you'll see happy Landy today. It's something to shout about. Yeah, that's it. Like even the people who are usually happy had something to shout about. That's why I would say the community's been in a bad place, is there was a lot to shout about, which is fair enough. When they're shouting about something that is deserved, I'm fine with it. Hey goats! Landy was angry, man. With some of the fails that Oakfield got, he seemingly went on a bit of a rant, which I don't blame him for, because I did the same thing. Landy's live! In that case, I will call it a day. I presume he's on Oakfield. I will call that a stream, guys. Hope you've enjoyed. If you did, like and subscribe and stuff. Out of curiosity, how many likes do we get during the stream? Because I've intentionally covered it up with OBS this entire time. 40. Can we get 4 more likes before I go, guys? The testing process needs more consistency. That is 100% thing that needs to happen. The inconsistency is hurting the game. Thank you for the 4 extra likes. We've hit the 50 likes that I like hitting. I'll be back tomorrow in Explain. Saturday and Sunday are gonna be multiplayer on Hofgut Brook, so I need to fix the server at some point as well. I forgot to do something that I promised I'd do to the server, and Carturix is gonna shout at me, and he's gonna be really angry, and I'm gonna tell him to shush because I'm an idiot. But the multiplayer will be on this weekend. Saturday and Sunday, and then Monday again will be Flight Sim, and then back to normal for the rest of the next week. With the kind of normal schedule as it's become. That's gonna do it for today though, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Until next time, stay safe, and goodbye.